Now, I don't know about you, but if I don't actively try to think of something original to draw, I'll end up making variations of the same thing over and over and over again. So if you don't want that, here are 6 fun drawing ideas for your sketchbook. The first idea is to make a piece relating to or inspired by a song. Use the lyrics as a sort of prompt. I was a little indecisive though, and had some trouble choosing one song out of the millions upon millions. So I asked my sister to pick one for me, and she wanted Driver's License, because apparently we didn't hear that enough in 2021, but whatever. This is a fun exercise, because it kind of just gets your brain thinking. A bad choice on my part though was not using a reference for the portrait I did, because drawing a specific person without a reference is nearly impossible. The next idea is to recreate an old famous painting in your style. I chose American Gothic by Grant Wood, and I'll be honest with you, it's probably not gonna be better than the original, especially if you make it at such a small scale like I did, but it's still fun to think of how you can change and adapt the old piece to make it your own. Some of the differences in mine are that I used gouache, I added a lot more blues into the skin and stuff, and I made the background much simpler. It's not my best piece because I was trying to multitask and study for a test while I was painting it, but you know, it's okay. The third idea is to just go a little crazy. I want you to sit down and just draw whatever you first think of. The result of this is pretty chaotic and weird. We have a portrait of me, like a cartoony portrait of me, a monkey with a mermaid tail, the watermelon elephant from Cloudy and a Chance with Meatballs 2, Majora's Mask, a traffic cone with socks on, and of course, Thomas the Tank Engine. This part of the process was definitely my favorite part because I kind of made an experiment with line weight. It's just like really satisfying to make all the clean, crisp lines thicker and thinner in different places. I don't know, it was just fun. Another idea for your drawings is to just try something different. Like with this piece, I did watercolor on top of ink, which I had actually never done before. And it was really cool. I think the result is kind of good, but it's really chaotic and random. This next idea is great for practicing drawing faces. It's to print out a picture of a face. I chose Mr. Timothy Chalamet and cut it in half. Then glue half the face to your sketchbook. Now your goal is to recreate the other half of the face as best you can. This is really helpful because with the other half of the face next to it, you can really compare the two and see the mistakes you made. Like I personally made the eye a little too big. And now that I know this, the next time I go to make a portrait, I can remember to not make the eyes so big. Unless the person has really big eyes, then I'd make the eyes pretty big. Now I just used your normal number 2 pencil, but if you used, say, colored pencils or charcoal, you could really get the values right because the other half of the face is there to use as a guideline. My work, of course, is nothing compared to the photograph, but I think this one turned out pretty well. The 5th idea is to go around your house and find an object or guinea pig and then draw or paint that. I found a teapot and my sister's Converses. Now I actually made these a couple weeks ago, so I didn't film the process, but I made them with gouache and they were very good for practice. Idea number 6 is to draw a scene from one of your favorite movies or TV shows in your style. I decided to draw one of the many scenes from Psych where Sean is holding a pineapple. And I also decided to make this with ink and watercolor because I liked it so much last time. This was a little stressful though because I kind of messed up the eyes. Adding the watercolor was pretty fun. I actually love adding the blue shadows in, but I can't say I really like this piece that much. The background is barely visible because I made the colors so light and Sean's expression is just weird. So if you use this idea, I hope yours turns out better than mine. I hope this gave you some inspiration. Make sure to subscribe so you can see some of my higher quality art pieces, and thanks for watching.